Hello, Taurus singles. So this is Amber, the Lives in Sync Tarot. This is your singles reading. I said that before. For February 2018. I hope you're doing amazing. So what I'm going to do is pull a card from the Romance Angels deck to open up. And then we're going to end with another oracle card from this deck to end. That's the end guidance. And after that, I'll tell you what the extended reading will be about. Okay. So let's pull a oracle card for you Taurus singles and see what you can expect for February or what is happening around February. Heart-to-heart conversations. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. I'm feeling like you're getting to know a partner for who they are, whether that's good or bad. And it's very interesting because I feel like whatever happens this month is going to be solid. Like whatever decision or whatever comes this month is a solid decision. Okay. But I feel like there's a need to open up to each other to see what you really want as far as relationship goes, or what it is that you're interested in with this person, or what they're really interested in with you. Okay. Okay, so on the bottom of the deck you have the Ace of Pentacles. I kept seeing this when I was meditating over your energy, and that's why I said something solid. So it's about gearing towards what it is that you want and holding on to it. And this is like the beginning of something, like making a decision, and then this decision that you're holding on to, that's what you're going to go with. That's what you're going to be building off of, is this decision. And I feel like it's a decision to either end something or to start a new cycle. But something has to end. Okay, which is why the heart-to-heart conversations, it could be with someone else, or it could just be with you. Like, you're doing a heart-to-heart with yourself, like, we got to figure out what's going on here. Okay. So in your past, you have the Nine of Pentacles. And this is built off of, not even in January, but just in the past is what Spirit is saying to me. Is that you were getting yourself together. Things that were not happy to you, or things that you didn't want in your life, you got rid of. Okay? You knocked a lot of walls down. You knocked a lot of things down to get where you are now. You're not going to let anything come in and shuffle that up. Because I feel like there's someone around you that you don't quite know about. Or someone that still is a little, I don't want to say shady, but shadowy to you. Meaning you don't really know their intentions or what's going on. You just kind of here and there about it. And it's interesting because I feel like you both want something different. Somebody wants a commitment, someone doesn't. Someone believes in tradition, someone doesn't. There's some kind of back and forth with that. And I feel like because you were at a bottom level, you're trying to figure out how you want to rebuild. Do you want to rebuild on this person's beliefs, or do you want to rebuild back on your beliefs? Very interesting energy, but it's something of that, okay? So in February, you have the Eight of Cups as your energy. And then the influence to that energy is the Hierophant. So it does talk about you walking in or out of something. Okay. You've had something that you've built in the past. I'm definitely feeling that with the Eight of Cups. And it didn't work for you in the past. So now you're thinking about trying something different. But you're still bonded to that old energy or that old way or that old situation. Okay? Your influence is a relationship, an old relationship, or even just tradition in general. It feels more like tradition, something that you're used to, something that makes you feel comfortable. Are you willing to walk away from that for something new? That's what it feels like. Are you willing to walk away from that? And it feels like sacrifice. Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to put your head down and just submit to that energy? This new energy. It could be, no, it's not anybody. I'm not seeing a sign. It's more about you because of the Hierophant. Your beliefs. On the Eight of Cups, you had the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Nine of Cups in upright, and the Ten of Cups. So I feel like you may be dealing with a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But I feel like they're different. They're moody. They don't give you any set ideals. But you're content. But what I'm hearing is, are you just content with the idea of it and not the actual relationship? But I feel like you're trying to go from that contentment to this perfect Ten of Cups. And this is where you are right now. How do I get there? What do I do to get there? What do I have to sacrifice to get there? Am I willing to make that sacrifice? Because you have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the King of Wands in reverse on the Hierophant. So it's different than your traditions, your rules, the way you do things. Totally different. Okay? Are you willing to put down your defenses? Because with the Hierophant, you have a set rules or regulations or things that you wanted or things that you believe in when it comes to relationships or situations. And are you willing to put that down to follow a different direction? Because to you, it'll be almost an impulsive move. You didn't quite think about it. You didn't quite prepare yourself, you know, and you want to have those, you want to be prepared. And I'm stuck here. I'm stuck here because that's the energy. It's like stuck there and at that moment, in that space. Your recent influence is the Page of Pentacles. So you have an opportunity to bring this into power. You have an opportunity to jump on this bandwagon, pretty much. And it's a page. So it's like, do I want to learn this new way of doing things, this new aspect, this new way? Do I? I feel like you're looking into it. I'm hearing somebody is researching something. 4 cards fell out, so 5 cards. 7 of Cups talks about confusion. The Emperor. Queen of Swords. 8 of Swords. Knight of Swords. So you are confused. There are a lot of different options. I feel like a lot of people are telling you different things if you're discussing this with others, if you're open enough to. I feel like the person that you're dealing with is trying to open you up to something new or some different way, and they're just trying to explain it to you or show you in different ways. But I feel like they're doing it in a more of an emotional way, and you're more of a not a cut and dry, but how is this going to affect me in the future type of person. And you just want to have control. Whatever you choose, you want to have control and know the direction that you're going in. That's what's really important to you. Okay? You are listening. You're taking in what you want to hear. You're cutting out all the stuff you don't. All the stuff you don't like, you're saying, I don't like this. Heart-to-heart conversation. Spirit told me to talk about that again. So I'm bringing it up. Okay? But you're still trapped in your own thoughts. And the way that you think about things. Like, you're thinking about it. But the thing is, you're on the edge, like, it could change. That'll be fine. But you don't know. Because whatever you choose, Taurus, you're going to go towards it. Like, you're going to do it. There is an opportunity here. But I feel like you're thinking about the stability of the opportunity. So in your negative influences, you have the 5 of Swords. And that's because you're trying to find the balance in the situation. You're trying to find how to bring some balance so both of your sides can be met and you can meet at a certain point. But there is a fight. And I don't think it's a physical fight or a verbal fight. I think it's more of a mental fight. Can I do this? Am I willing? Am I willing to make a decision? Am I willing to separate from my beliefs and choose someone else's or go towards someone else's beliefs? Sorry if you see me blinking. I think I got mascara in my eye because that's my life. That's the life I live. I also feel like you're like, if I make these changes, if I turn everything I believe upside down and change my perspective, is this doing an injustice to myself? Am I just staying here or being in this because I have some sort of feelings because someone is here? Like, how does this affect me? And I feel like that's making you defensive. And it's making you say negative things or maybe even stay to yourself. I'm hearing you feel like someone is trying to make you change. I feel as though you need to see what's ahead of you so you can make an educated decision. So you can prioritize. You need to know everything that's going on or what is happening. You're not going to jump into something. Let's be completely honest here. Your hopes is the Sun. And I'm feeling like you hope that you all can start a new beginning. Not based on what they believe, not based on what you believe, but a new beginning. To almost start your own type of flow with this person. And stop basing it off of old beliefs. Right? The Devil card, which is the shadow side. So it's like letting go of those old beliefs and those old burdens. Because it's really not nurturing you. Because this is about you. This is your reading. It's not nurturing you or them or the stability of the relationship by holding on to either one of your you all's old beliefs. Okay. And you're willing to take it slow because it's new for the both of you. You're willing to put in that effort to move forward towards something as long as it brings abundance. Okay? As long as it has a future. What is in my eye? Ooh. So let's talk about your environment, Taurus. You have the Death card. And I feel like the person you're with is... they may be withdrawing from you after this conversation that you're going to have. Because they need to think about it. They need to think about changing their perspective. I feel like they like you though, because the Death card is here, meaning that they're willing to take the opportunity to transform themselves into something different, or what they think. But there's definitely gonna be an end. I'm pulling clarifiers. Yeah, there's going to be an end. I feel like it's going to be a resurgence. Okay. You have the Knight of Cups, the High Priestess. Both of those are upright, and the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles, I'm sorry, in reverse. So it talks about them moving forward. And I feel like it's going to be less thinking about it and more action. Like, I'm coming in because I want to be with you. Okay? And that's true. This is the story that I'm hearing. I know that I want to be with you. I'm willing to open up to the potential of what we have here, because I feel like something is here. And it may be hard, but I'm willing to try. It is a weakness of mine, you know, because I'm used to doing things a certain way, but I'm willing to end it because it didn't really work that well for me in the past. This is them talking to you. But I need some time to think about it. Okay? I need some time to think about it. They are trying to heal. And not even heal, but more like balance or see hope in the new way. They really like you. And they really want to be with you. But they want to hold on to their old way of living as well. Okay? All right. So let's talk about the 1st through the 15th. I'm picking up these clarifiers. Give me a second, guys. Spirit told me to reshuffle. So the 1st through the 15th, you have the 8 of Swords. This is a time of a lot of thinking. Being in your heads about where things are going. So I feel like you're going to either spend time apart, physically or mentally, you know, because you got a lot of thinking to do. And really, it's not really as hard. I think that everyone just needs to be willing to cut someone needs to be willing to make a final decision. So I think everyone's thinking about their side and how they feel or what they want to do. If they're willing to invest time in the other person's thoughts or actions. So you have the Death card in the upright, Eight of Swords in the upright, and the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like both sides are like, okay, I'll do this. But I'm not going to tell that person yet. Like, maybe they say they're not, okay, I'm not saying they're saying I'm going to do it. But I feel like they're leaning towards doing it. But they're still stuck in their own heads because they're like, what does this mean for me? And then, but there's no movement. Like, there's stuck energy, no movement. Because it's like no one wants to conform to the other person's rules. Right? You're stuck on what it is that you believe or what it is that is holding you back. And there's no stability, right? So the other person may start to get demanding. Like, what is happening? Somebody tell me something, you know. They may say that or they just may feel that way. But this feels very quiet. Like a quiet demanding. So for the 15th to the end of the month, you have the Ace of Wands. That tells me that there is a new situation brewing, okay? So there is a change in idea, okay? Especially with the Wands. Wands talks about creativity. And I feel like you're going to start something new, okay? And I feel like it's going to be abundant. Again, Two of Wands in the reverse, High Priestess in the upright, Four of Wands, beautiful. So there is going to be a decision being made after much introspection and much listening to your intuition and figuring out your own guidance and the potentials of both sides. And there is a come together. Okay, someone may also decide to get married. Okay, but I feel like more is married to the idea. Okay, so there is going to be a decision made. There is going to be balance. Okay, and scattered thoughts about it because obviously you don't know what's going to happen. So you're kind of all over the place about how you feel. Five of Pentacles came up in the upright, and that means that there will be a spiritual awakening. So where there was a loss or a feeling of loneliness or abandonment or someone not seeing the other side, that is going to change now. So there is going to be an awakening, especially from the 15th to the 31st regarding the situation, okay? But there is going to be a change. So it's going to feel like it's not moving towards stability or not as fast as you want it to. Like maybe your family isn't going to accept it, and that is what kind of pushes you away from it. Or makes you a little cold to the idea of it. But I'm hearing that you're doing it for your partner. So you're losing some control in the situation. I feel like it's not gonna be your decision or theirs. I feel like it's gonna be somewhere in between. It's not gonna be moving as fast or in the same direction. Like everyone's still kind of all over the place. But be careful about over control. I'm hearing like you need to just go with the flow of the situation. You're not clear on how this is going to grow, but you're still just moving forward. You know what I mean? Like you're still moving. You're still together. You still enjoy each other. But you just haven't figured out the direction of things. And then, okay, oh, the outcome. You have the Seven of Pentacles. So that tells me that you both have a vision to be together. I feel like this feels very new to me. So it feels like no one has quite made a decision, or you're going on your own path together. Not what you want, not what they want, okay? But you're investing time in each other. So there's still that energy of not really knowing where each other are going, like not really knowing where the relationship is going, but all you know is that you're doing it together, okay? Okay, so the King of Cups in reverse talks about your emotions. Someone has shut their emotions off about the situation, okay? And I feel like they're doing it for the best of the situation because they don't want to argue. Especially with the Tower in reverse here, you don't want to argue. You don't want to shake things up. You just kind of want to keep things the way it is, okay? So it could be that you made that decision in your head to say yes to them, but in reality, you know, you're not gonna let it happen, or you're not gonna go with them, okay? But you're just doing it to save face. Yep. The Strength card, you're being very strong. 3 of Swords and the 4 of Swords. So you're doing it to keep the relationship together, so you don't break up, so there's not a separation. You don't want that rest period, okay? But it's almost like, it's interesting because you're doing the rest period in your head, like inside, not towards that person, but you know, because you don't want much or anything to change, okay? So I still feel like you are stand by what you believe in, and you only want things that are completely stable, like that stable commitment, that earthy commitment. That's what you want, and you're standing by that, but you're moving forward with your partner because, okay? So let's see what your ending oracle card will be, Taurus singles. I feel like that reading was all over the place. I hope that it fit. I hope that it resonated with everyone, because I don't know. Dance. Step into the light. Share your gifts and talents with the world. So I feel like this is you going with the flow, believe it or not, okay? I feel like you're doing the dance, which means that you're telling your partner what you need to tell them. You're doing what it is that you need to do on the outside. But in the inside, I feel like you're doing your own thing. It's really interesting. I feel like you're doing the motions. And I don't feel like you're unhappy. I just feel like you're doing the motions. And it's like, I hope that they'll change their mind, or I hope that this works out, but I just feel like you're doing the motions. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Okay, so for your extended reading, I'm going to talk about what it is that you want, what it is that your partner wants, and how you can work together to make that happen for the future. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. If you would like to become a member, in the description box below, you can find the link to the website, and it's only $10 a month, just saying. So if you need a private reading, that's also down there. I love you so much. Love and light. Bye bye.